The Grand Coulee Dam was the biggest New Deal project in Washington.
The campaign to build a dam on the Columbia had begun in the 1920s.
Early explorers had called the Columbia Basin region the Great Columbia Desert because of how dry and how hot it was.
During the Great Depression, the Columbia Basin region became even worse because of a severe drought.
This drought created a dust bowl much like the one in the Great Plains region.
One time, a windstorm created a large dust cloud that rose thousands of feet in the air.
The dust from the windstorm swept all the way across Washington to the Pacific Ocean.
At one point, a huge dust cloud was said to have surrounded an ocean liner 600 miles off the coast of Seattle.
Because of severe droughts like this and high unemployment rates, the Columbian Basin Reclamation Project was finally approved.
The project did not just include the Grand Coulee Dam, but also several other dams.
President Roosevelt thought that big projects like the building of the Grand Coulee Dam would provide immediate jobs for many of the needy Dust Bowl migrants.
Construction on the dam began in 1933 and was finished in 1941.
President Roosevelt was right. More than 12,000 workers were hired during the building of the Grand Coulee Dam.
The average pay for an unskilled worker was 85 cents an hour and $1.20 for a skilled worker.
This pay was very good by Great Depression standards.
Although the pay was good, the work was dangerous and not steady.
More than 70 workers died while building the Grand Coulee Dam.
This was because they either fell or something fell on them.
The work was not steady because there were frequent shutdowns due to bad weather or scheduling.
Most of the workers were white, but some were black, and some were Native Americans from the nearby Colville Reservation.
The Grand Coulee Dam was the largest concrete structure in the world.
It has often been called the eighth wonder of the world.
And the mightiest thing ever built by man.
The dam creates a reservoir that stretches 150 miles long and produces more electric power than any other dam in the United States.
The building of the Grand Coulee Dam provided thousands of jobs and brought water to arid lands and cheap electricity to the entire region.
It also provided some flood control on the Columbia River.
Although there were many positive impacts the dam had on Washington, there were also some negative impacts.
For example, almost 4,000 people were forced out of their homes to make space for the dam, and their homes and farms were in areas that became flooded by the dam.
The dam had an extremely devastating impact on the Native Americans as well.
The most devastating impact of all was on the Upper Columbia salmon runs.
Because of the dam, their villages, fishing spots, and burial grounds were all submerged, forcing them to relocate once again.